Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your pay-per-view, No Mercy from the SmackDown version from WWE. But first, a little bit of news is WWE posted this following clip on twitter.com/WWE with SmackDown superstar Dolph Ziggler arriving in the arena as it could be his retirement match from WWE. The show off admits that he hasn't been this excited and anxious in a really long time. Dolph said that he's given himself an ultimatum, and if he can't rise to the occasion in this match against Miz, it's time for him to say goodbye. As noted, Eric Rowan is currently out of action after undergoing a surgery for a torn rotator cuff last week. He posted a teaser video today indicating a possible character change of some kind. The video was retweeted by WWE at this link here. Of course, it's twitter.com/Eric Rowan. It was confirmed that at WWE No Mercy tonight that SmackDown's Women's Champion Becky Lynch is out of action, unable to compete. Shane McMahon mentioned that a non-physical health issue is keeping her out of the ring. And it looks like it's going to be 30 days. So they may be doing something to strip her of the title. Daniel Bryan announced that Alexa Bliss will get her title shot against Becky at the November 8th SmackDown from Glasgow, Scotland. So it sounds like Becky is expected to be out for a month. Championship match starts off the pay-per-view. I'll give you a link for that. That was posted on one of the dirt sheets. But during the kickoff show, Kurt Hawkins cut a promo and did what he promised. Show up in the ring at No Mercy. American Alpha and Hype Brothers defeated the Vault Villains and the Ascension in an 8-man tag match. Always on the pre-show. Video package focuses on The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler for the IC Championship and AJ Styles defending his World Heavyweight Championship against John Cena and Dean Ambrose in a triple threat match. And don't forget, in a triple threat match, anything goes, no disqualifications. It's my prediction that AJ would retain using something that would normally get him disqualified. We go live to the Golden One Center in Sacramento, where a huge display of pyros goes off. John Cena's first out to kick off the show, and here is your link for that, the entire match, which lasted just a little bit beyond 30 minutes. And here's how it happens. We get ring introductions for AJ Styles and the challengers, John Cena and Dean Ambrose, before the match officially gets underway. Bell rings, and here we go. Ambrose with shots in there early on. Cena and Styles, all three men are down, with Cena hitting a double clothesline on Styles and Ambrose. Ambrose takes off a headbutt from Cena and stomps away in the corner. Ambrose drop kicks Styles out of the ring. Ambrose sends Styles into the ring barricade and then drives him head first on one off the announce table at ringside. Ambrose kicks Cena in the face, jumps. Cena catches Ambrose and drives him spine first into the steel ring post. He jumps off the top turnbuckle and Cena catches him. Styles with a springboard forearm catching Cena on the outside. Cena with a double German suplex on Styles and Ambrose. Styles with a forearm that sends Ambrose outside the ring. Styles counters an attitude adjustment attempt and catches Cena with a Pele kick. Ambrose with a 2 count on Styles off a sunset flip. Styles with an inverted DDT on Ambrose. Catches Cena and also brings him down with a DDT. Ambrose nails some elbows to Styles. Styles sends Ambrose out, and Ambrose catches part of the steel ring steps. Cena with a flipping roll up on Styles for another 2 count. Styles gets a torture rack into a powerbomb on Cena for a 2 count. Styles catches Cena in a sleeper hold. Cena breaks free, and Ambrose catches him with a sleeper. Cena sends Ambrose into Styles in the corner. Cena with a shoulder block and a twisting powerbomb on Ambrose. Styles drops Cena face first off the mat to cut him off. Ambrose drops Styles down face first. Cena with a shoulder block to Styles along with a twisting powerbomb plant. Ambrose with a flying elbow off the top rope, catching Cena for a 2 count. Styles catches Cena with a springboard flying forearm. Cena's out of the ring. Styles counters dirty deeds by Ambrose. Styles nails a Hurricane Rana takedown off the top rope, but Ambrose rolls through for a 2 count. Styles with another roll up for a 2 count. Styles and Ambrose double clothesline as Cena rolls back inside the ring. He does this Hulk Hogan type thing, looking to the crowd. Sets up, double 5-knuckle shuffle, and a 450 splash over Ambrose. On Ambrose Styles. Attitude adjustment on Ambrose. Hooks the leg and Ambrose kicks out. Cena with STF on Ambrose. Styles breaks it up, coming from back outside the ring. Styles with a suplex on Cena over the ring apron. Styles with a 450 splash over Ambrose, and Ambrose kicks out. Styles raises eyes, which is legal in an ODQ rules tonight, of Ambrose and hits the Styles Clash. Cena grabs Styles and locks him in an STF. Ambrose is holding the arm of Styles up to prevent a tap. Tap out. Ambrose attacks Cena to break up the submission. Cena has both Ambrose and Styles up. Styles and Ambrose break it up. All 3 men are down after a series of counters with Cena sending Styles into Ambrose and Ambrose dropping Cena. Cena catches Styles, throws him up on his shoulders. Styles rolls up on Cena and gets the calf crusher applied. Ambrose breaks it up with an elbow drop. Ambrose with a calf crusher on Styles. Cena jumps on Styles and applies the STF. And Styles taps. And Dean Ambrose is also has him in a ankle lock. They ring the bell, but you can't win. It is a double tap. Cena and Ambrose are celebrating. Cena and Ambrose are going at it. Ambrose with dirty deeds on Cena. It appears that the match will continue. The ref is describing it to him. Can't win like that. Ambrose with a suicide dive, catching Styles on the outside. Ambrose tosses Styles over to the announce table. Ambrose is going up top, and Cena is cutting him off with a right hand. Cena has Ambrose on his shoulders and comes off the corner with a huge attitude adjustment. Only for the second rope. Styles slides back in with a steel chair in hand, which is legal in a triple threat match. Styles hits Cena in the gut and over the back with a steel chair. Styles drops down and covers Ambrose to get the pinfall to retain. Cheap way to win. But it is what it is. Still champion, AJ Styles. After the match, we see a shot of Cena recovering on it on the outside as AJ Styles grabs the World Championship belt. Starts celebrating in the corner. Promo for the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view for October 30th. Video package running with hyping Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt for later on in the show, which is your main event. And we get the one of the Divas matches, Nikki Bella versus Carmella. I took a drink break on this one. Halfway through the match. Well, Nikki grabbed Carmella by the hair to start off the match, tosses her across the ring early. Nikki with a big slap to Carmella, starts choking her against the ropes. Nikki again tosses Carmella across the ring, and then connects with a knee to the face. Nikki with a baseball slide, drop kick, catching Carmella. Carmella then drops Nikki face first off the ring barricade. Carmella sends Nikki back first into the screen ring apron. Hits it with a thud. Referee gets a 7 count as it was counting them both out. Carmella gets back in at 7 count. Carmella with a headlock on Nikki. Carmella with a Bronco Buster on Nikki in the corner. Carmella sends Nikki to the corner and starts pulling her hair again. Nikki with a tackle takedown and Carmella from the corner. Nikki with drop kicks to Carmella. Nikki with a corner clothesline and then a springboard kick to the face. Nikki with a face buster to Carmella for a 2 count. Carmella with a head scissors takedown, followed by a super kick for a 2 count on Nikki. Nikki with a small package for a 2 count on Carmella. Carmella drops Nikki face down into her code of silent submission. Nikki broke free, connected with her big forearm to Carmella. Carmella rolled over the top of Nikki and got the code of silence applied again. Nikki got to the bottom rope to break up. Carmella slapped Nikki and starts throwing wild right hands. Nikki with a rack attack 2.0 off her shoulders and Carmella out of nowhere and gets a pinfall. Winner of the match, Nikki Bella. Backstage, we see Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon watching live when WWE Intercontinental Champion The Miz and Maurice walk up. Miz said the night is going great, and it will get even better when he retires Dolph Ziggler. He wants to renegotiate his contract as well when he beats Ziggler with some extra money being freed up. A video package promoting Susan G. Komen aired. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. I was about to say Sister Slater, Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Usos. We start with Rhino and Jimmy Uso locking up. Rhino pushes Jay away because he's more powerful. Rhino with shots to Jimmy in the corner, tags in Heath Slater. Slater with a flying forearm to Jimmy in the corner, and then eats an uppercut from Jimmy. Tag to Jay, who chops Slater. Jay with a repeated scoop slam on Slater. Tag to Jimmy and Rhino. Rhino with a shot to Jimmy and a shot to Jay in the corner. Rhino with a charging spear to Jimmy, which is called the gore. And the corner follows up with a belly suplex. Rhino with a shot to Jay. Tag to Jay, who splashes Rhino in the corner. Jay with stomps to Rhino. Jimmy gets a hot tag and keeps Rhino grounded. Quick tag back to Jay, who connects with a drop kick to the head of Rhino. Tag to Jimmy, who drops an elbow over the head of Rhino. Rhino with a spine buster on Jimmy. Hot tag to Slater and Jay, and also Jay tags in. Slater drops Jay in the corner and throws jabs. Slater catches Jay with a high knee and a side kick to Jimmy, who jumps in. Slater with a neck breaker on Jay. Slater with a roll up on Jay for a 2 count. Jay with a jumping Samoa drop on Slater that resulted in a 2 count. Tag out to Jimmy. Rhino pulls Jay out. Jimmy catches Rhino with a drop kick through the ropes, sending him out near the barricade. Jimmy catches Slater with a right hand on the outside. Jimmy is going up top. Slater jumps up and gives Jimmy a power slam off the top turnbuckle. Slater goes for the cover and Jimmy kicks out. Jimmy with a super kick to Slater. Tag to Jay, who drops a kick on the lower leg of Slater. Very similar to how they've been injuring American Alpha. Rhino with a gore to Jimmy on the outside. Jay is applying a modified Boston Crab where Rhino comes back in from the outside to break it up. Rhino returns to his corner and then tries to fire up the crowd for a tag. Tag to Rhino. Gore on Jay. Rhino hooks the leg of Jay and gets a pinfall to retain the titles. Backstage segment, we see Bray Wyatt laughing. Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. I got up for some exercise walking around because I knew who was going to win this one. Baron Corbin. And I was right. Corbin goes after Swagger right away. Swagger counters an Irish whip. Sends Corbin out. Corbin slides out and eats a clothesline on his way back in. Swagger clothesline Corbin over the top rope. And Swagger sends him shoulder first into the barricade. Swagger bounces the face of Corbin off of the announce table at ringside. Corbin kicks the steel steps when Swagger had his hands on him, then follows with a clothesline. Swagger is clutching his hand back inside the ring. Baron Corbin goes to work on the left arm and hand of Swagger. Corbin is now standing on the hand of Swagger near the ropes. Swagger fights back with a right hand. Corbin with a shoulder bump, sending Swagger to the corner. Corbin works over the fingers of Swagger again. Swagger drops Corbin face first off the corner post. Swagger repeatedly corner clotheslines on Corbin and follows it up with a big takedown. Swagger bomb on Corbin. Swagger hooks the legs and Corbin kicks out. Corbin with a big twisting powerbomb plant on Swagger. Corbin with a right hand up to Swagger. Swagger comes firing back with a big clothesline. Swagger has a Patriot lock applied, but Corbin is reaching the bottom, reaching for the ropes. Swagger pulls Corbin back out in the middle of the ring, but Corbin gets to the apron and the referee calls for the break. Corbin pokes the eye of Swagger with the referee distracted into daze by Corbin and gets a pinfall on Swagger. Corbin then goes after Swagger right away after the match. Swagger counters an Irish whip, sends Corbin out. Corbin slides out and eats a clothesline on his way back in. Swagger clothesline Corbin over the top rope, and Swagger sends him shoulder first into the barricade. Swagger bounces the face of Corbin off the announce table at ringside. Corbin kicks the steel steps when Swagger had his hands on him, and then follows up with a clothesline. Swagger is clutching his hand. And back to the end of days by Corbin, and like I said, won the match. Video package aired from the Miz and Dolph Ziggler. Intercontinental Championship match. If Dolph loses, he's got to retire from WWE. Miz with Maurice versus Dolph Ziggler. And everybody knows that Dolph Ziggler is going to win because on his Twitter account and everything else, he's been teasing that he's been saying goodbye. He even sent a picture to with Little Nate. You can go to his Twitter account and see the pictures. So Little Nate and Big Nate. We get ring introductions for the challenger, Dolph Ziggler and the champion Miz. Ziggler goes right after Miz right away with a series of shots, including a big standing drop kick. Ziggler and Miz both go over the top rope, out to the outside, back inside. Ziggler catches Miz with another big drop kick. Miz with a shot to the back of Ziggler against the ropes. Miz catches Ziggler with a big kick to the face, coming off the ropes. Miz catapults Ziggler into the bottom rope with force. Miz with an inverted DDT and a neckbreaker combo on Ziggler. Miz with repeating drop kicks in the corner on Ziggler. Miz does the Daniel Bryan. Yes, he does this thing, mimicking Daniel Bryan. Ziggler catches Miz with a drop kick from the corner. Ziggler with a stinger splash, swinging neckbreaker, and drops a flying elbow over Miz for a 2 count. Miz attempted a powerbomb, bouncing Ziggler off the top rope, but Ziggler countered into a roll-up. Miz tries a roll-up, using the ropes, and the referee notices his feet on the ropes for a cheating pinfall, stopping the pin count. Series of roll-up attempts between the two. Miz kicks away the knee of Ziggler and connects with a spike DDT for a 2 count. Ziggler avoids a figure 4 attempt and gets the left leg of Ziggler wrapped up in the corner. Miz kicks the knee of Ziggler. Well, he crotches him, hitting the top rope. Miz with a sunset flip off the top. Ziggler hangs on. Miz tries to bounce Ziggler off the top rope again. Ziggler with a roll-up. Miz counters and gets a figure 4 applied. Ziggler is close to the bottom rope, but Miz pulls him back to the middle. Thinks he's going to tap out. Well, Ziggler claws himself back to the bottom rope to break up the submission. Maurice is up for a distraction. As Miz is going, removing the top turnbuckle pad, which quickly is removed. Didn't take him like 3 or 4 seconds while the referee was distracted. Well, Ziggler is close to the bottom rope. Miz pulls him back up. Miz is on the Maurice was on the ring apron. Miz removed the turnbuckle pad while the referee distracted Ziggler with a Rough Rider, stealing Zack Ryder's move on Miz for a 2 count. Miz avoids a zigzag and sends Ziggler face first into an exposed turnbuckle. But he doesn't sell it. Miz sends Ziggler up, bounces him off the top rope, and drops down into a sit-down power bomb for a close 2 count. Miz can't believe it. He kicked out. Miz with Daniel Bryan style kicks to the chest of Ziggler again. Zigzag on Miz. When Miz goes for a big kick, and Ziggler counters. Miz kicked out. Fans getting fired up in support of Ziggler now. Ziggler with a roll up for a 2 count. Even Miz was surprised that they were cheering him on. Let's go, Miz. Let's go, Ziggler. Very similar to Let's Go Cena. Cena sucks. Well, there you go. Ziggler had a super applied on Miz. Miz reached out and got to the bottom rope. Maurice then sprayed Ziggler in the face while the referee wasn't looking at ringside. Miz nails the score crushing finale. Well, Ziggler gets his foot on the bottom rope during the pinfall attempt. Miz thinks he won the match, and the referee is explaining no. Miz with a left hand to the leg of Ziggler. Miz pulls the boot off of Ziggler. Just all of a sudden just slides out off his foot. Ziggler with a super kick on Miz. Of course, he uses the right foot, the one that his boot was taken off of. Ziggler clutching his leg is crawling over to cover. Maurice is calling for help, and you get Mikey and Kenny from the Spirit Squad coming back out to distract the referee. Super kick on Mikey. Miz with a skull customer's alley. Ziggler kicks out. Miz still can't believe it. Kenny tries to hit Ziggler, and the referee stops it. The referee then kicks Maurice, Mikey, and Kenny to the back. Miz turns around. Ziggler catches him with a super kick. Ziggler hooks on the leg to win the match and to keep his career in WWE. After the match, Dolph Ziggler grabs the Intercontinental title, walks around the ringside, selling the foot injury, or leg injury, with the fans until he gets kind of near the ramp as he didn't go up the ramp. He just got off the side and went around to the back and hugged some fans, and he even hugged fans in the ringside. Then we see a shot of a very upset, angry Miz. As Ziggler heads to the back with the title in hand. Promo for WWE Network airs. Back to the panel for discussion on tonight's show. Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. As this was the replacement match, Naomi took the spot of Becky Lynch. We go to the ring. Out comes Alexa Bliss. She read SmackDown doing a promo that says, "I'll take on anybody from the back." And takes more shots at Becky Lynch. Said, "I'm the one that took you out. I'm the real reason why Becky can't compete, and it's because she's afraid to lose the title to her." Bliss goes on until Naomi interrupts, and her glow attire. Bliss takes early control and talks trash while working over Naomi. Naomi comes back and hits her signature kicks. She drops Bliss with a kick to the head. Naomi with a split-legged moonsault for a 2 count. And Starship Pain, just say that. From John Morrison. Johnny Mundo now. Bliss comes back and nails a nasty forearm to the face. Naomi counters but gets dropped by her hair on the apron. Bliss keeps control and works over Naomi's arm now. Bliss keeps Naomi down, but Naomi eventually made a comeback. Naomi with a drop kick and a rear view. Bliss kicks out at 2. Bliss counters a move and drops Naomi for the crossarm breaker. Naomi reverses it and pins the number 1 contender out of nowhere. Still holding her arm. She exits her way out the ring all the way up the ramp. As Bliss is doing the Alicia Fox throw a fit in the middle of the ring. More hype for tonight's main event. They have aired a few backstage mind games segments with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt tonight. I've only seen Bray Wyatt mind games. There was one where Randy was kind of like looking in the mirror. That was it. And your main event is up. Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. We'll go to ring out first comes Bray. Randy Orton was out next. As fans chant his name, they lock up and break. Wyatt turns upside down, taunts Orton. Orton goes for an RKO, but Wyatt avoids it and goes to the floor laughing. Pointing at him. I got you, game. I got you. Orton takes control with stomps and knees now. Orton with more offense until Bray grabs him for Sis Abigail. Orton slides out of the move and sends Wyatt to the apron. Wyatt snaps Orton's neck over the top rope. Wyatt brings Orton out and sends him into the barrier. Wyatt keeps control and slams Orton head first and mounts the table. Orton goes for an RKO out of nowhere, but Wyatt blocks it and shoves him over the table. Announce the table. In between two of the chairs that are sitting there, where the announcers sit. And then Wyatt breaks the count and goes back outside. Takes apart the steel steps, but Orton attacks with the right hand, and then a clothesline. Orton with another clothesline on the floor. Wyatt sends Orton into the barrier and poses in the corner, mocking Orton. Gets on top rope, does this. Mocking Orton. Wyatt stands tall in the middle of the ring as the referee counts Orton out. Well, Orton makes it back in, but Wyatt stomps away. Wyatt with a clothesline and senton for a 2 count. Orton fights back with the right hand, but Wyatt nails a knee. Wyatt comes back with a splash in the corner, and Orton goes back down. Wyatt with a 2 count. More back and forth. They trade shots on the apron. Wyatt with a DDT on the apron for a 2 count. Wyatt with another quick cover. Wyatt clotheslines Orton for another pin attempt. They trade more holds and control of the match for several minutes. Wyatt blocks the draping DDT and covers for a pin attempt. Wyatt goes for the Uranage, but it's blocked. They trade finisher counters. Again, Wyatt hits the Uranage for a 2 count. Wyatt then tosses Orton out to the floor and then followed him out. Wyatt charges for a senton off the steps. Orton rolls out of the way, and Wyatt lands on the steps himself. Orton breaks the count, goes back to work on Wyatt at the announce table. Orton backdrops Wyatt on top of the barrier and brings it back inside the ring. Orton with a second rope draping DDT. Orton gets the crowd riled up, waits for Wyatt to stand up. Wyatt's graphics flash, lights go out. They come back on. Luke Harper is standing in the middle of the ring in a trench coat. Does nothing. He just stands in Orton's face and just looks at him. Wyatt nails Sister Abigail for the win. After the bell, Wyatt starts laughing as Harper stands tall and raises his arms. Harper helps Wyatt to his feet, and they embrace as we go to replays. No Mercy goes off the air with Harper and Wyatt standing tall on the stage. And on the network, they go to backstage, the one that was actually scheduled tonight. They say they canceled. Well, they kept it on. And that concludes my results for No Mercy pay-per-view. See what I'll be if you don't know. Just call me, brothers and sisters.